I used to hear a lot of women or men say all manners of things to their spouse. And when I hear it, it hurts me so much. Like you spend time marrying someone and at the end of the day, the only thing you see in them is negativity. That's bad. And that's what brings me here this morning. I want to speak about three things you shouldn't say to your spouse, no matter the situation. Number one, never you insult your spouse. Never you use an insulting words on your spouse, no matter what they do. Don't tell your spouse that he's stupid or she's stupid. You don't have sense. Even in joke, there's nothing funny about it. Nothing funny about it. You shouldn't open your mouth and say an insulting words to your spouse, probably because they're not doing what you like. It's very wrong. Don't say that to your spouse at all. Number two, never you. This one is very common with men. Now I have to be specific here. It's very common with the men. A man will come back and tell his wife, "What have you been doing since morning? What have you?" I know there are women who are lazy. I know there are women who are lazy, but sometimes most of the men, when a woman is unable to do a particular thing that they want the woman to do, you hear them often say, "What have you been doing since morning? You've not been doing anything. What have you been doing?" No matter what, don't say that to your wife. Always be nice to your spouse. Always use a nice, calm word to your spouse. Be very nice to your spouse. Don't use an insulting word. Don't say such thing to her. It's very wrong. And I'm sure also there are men who their women also say that to them, but it's very common with men saying this to their wives. Okay, never use an insulting words to your wife, and never you say that to your wife. What have you been doing since morning? It's not nice. Number three, what do you bring to the table? What do you bring to the table? Never you say that to your spouse. No matter what, like I said, never you say that to your spouse. It's wrong for you to say that. You know, sometimes some men or some women may lose their job and you find them being at home at a particular time, money is not forthcoming in their own ends. You see a particular spouse will start degrading the other one because he or she is not bringing up money at that time. Okay, definitely you know that it's not a permanent thing, it's just for that time. So you that is providing the money at that very time, just try as much as possible to be patient with the other person. Of course, you know, over time or with time, the person will stand up again and be able to provide and support the family. So never use an insulting word to your spouse. Never you tell your spouse, "What do you bring to the table?" Never you tell your spouse, "What have you been doing since morning?" It is wrong. Even the Bible says in Proverbs chapter 12, verse 25, let's see it. It says, "Anxiety in a man's heart weighs it down, but a good, encouraging word makes it glad." So, no matter what your spouse is doing that is bad, the nice words that you say to them encourage them. We want to try and do that thing or change from that bad thing they're doing. But when you keep telling them what they do that is wrong, when you don't see anything good about your spouse, you tend to weigh them down. That's just the truth. But when you speak good words, no matter how terrible it is, the thing they do, when you speak good words to them, it will encourage them, it will make them want to change from that thing that they do. I'm telling you, someone that I respect so much, he said that calmness is an injection everyone has to have before getting married. You have to be calm. No matter the situation, you have to be calm and mind what comes out of your mouth. Mind what comes out of your mouth. Whenever you're angry or your spouse is doing something you're not comfortable with, all you need to do is to sit them down. If the person is a spouse that doesn't listen at all you need to do again is go on your knees, go to God in prayers. Go to God in prayers. Changing an adult is not an easy thing at all, but prayers does the miracle. Yes, prayers does a miracle. So always imbibe the habit of going on your knees to pray to your spouse or speak to them in calm words. And never you get tired of speaking to them. Don't get tired. Don't say I have been talking. She just stays at home, she doesn't do anything, or she doesn't provide, or he doesn't provide. No, be patient. Learn to be patient a lot. Learn to be patient. It is the fruit of the spirit that you should desire. Be patient with your spouse. If you're not patient in marriage, you won't survive it. You won't survive it. You have to be patient. You have to learn to be calm. I'm telling you, you have to learn to be calm in your marriage. Thank you for listening. Please like this video, share and follow for more.